Yeah. Yeah, there it is, folks. Hurricane Irene. Yeah, hurt me, hurt me. Yeah, I wanted to do this early this morning, but I didn't. And here it is, like early evening instead of early morning. Pooh happens. It's alright. So, all my core sets are now broken down by set. I suspect that somewhere in my stacks of 4th edition there might be some Chronicles stuff hiding. I'll find it then. I'm not too worried about it. Pooh happens. Pooh happens. I'm willing to bet that once I filter out all of the repeated cards, that these stacks are going to be a lot smaller. Especially the ones for revised and 4th edition. But that happens, you know. I'm just glad that it was kind of funny too. It was looking at yesterday's video. I didn't even watch the video before I posted it, but looking at it, it's like when I put the camera down, like so, and saw the stacks of cards standing up. It looked like a little city, almost. It's kind of funky, you know. Just take the camera and do a little fly through with it. Look at all these redonkulous stacks of cards, so forth and whatnot. Yeah, it's like the Death Star trench, you know? Oh, and here's a little something that I picked up the other night. It's Magic related, don't worry. I promise. From the Vault Legends. My FLGS was charging $45 for it. I had to pay that much. If I had to pay much more for it, I wouldn't bother with it. It's a bunch of legendary creatures, all of them printed in foil from all over the place. We opened up the box. The box has a nice little magnetic closure on it. So, that's kind of funky. Comes with a gold spin down. BA. Little information pamphlet. And of course, the cards. Right on the top we have Visara the Dreadful. It's kind of funny if I get them, they've already got a little bit of a bend to them. Sharuum the Hegemon. Sharuum is one of those that I wasn't even around when that was, how can I put this? I wasn't actively playing when Sharuum saw print. I mean, I still had a toe in the game, but not much. I was in Iraq, like I've said many times in the past. Wasn't happy about that. Sun Quan, Lord of Wu. First time he's ever appeared black border. Yeah. All creatures you control have horsemanship. That's fun. Teferi, Mage of Zhalfir. This is the second time I've owned a Teferi. The first time I had him for a while, and I put together kind of something ostensibly along the lines of a pre-con deck. Had the same number of rares and uncommons that you'd expect in a normal pre-con deck. And I threw it together and I gave it to a friend of mine. It was a red-blue deck that did funk with suspend and stuff like that. Ulamog the Infinite Gyre. I mean, of all the Eldrazi they could have put in here, I'm surprised they didn't put in Emrakul instead of Ulamog. But I guess that's just me, I don't know. Rafik of the Many. Fresh the Blood Braided. I'm seeing a lot of stuff here from like relatively recent sets. I mean, right now we're looking at least 3 cards from Shard's block, and it's like, really, guys? Really? That's the best you can do with Shard's block? I don't know. Omnath, Locus of Mana. That's another really recent one. It's like, what's the point, guys? Una, Queen of the Fae, Progenitus. I mean, so much of this stuff is not old at all. I mean, so far the only truly obscure card we've seen in here is Sun Quan, and to a lesser extent Visara the Dreadful, who goes back to like Onslaught block. The rest of the stuff doesn't go any further back, back than Time Spiral, which is only a very, very small number of years ago. It's like, come on, guys, what else you got for us? We've got Mikaeus the Lunarch. Plug your ears for a few seconds if you don't want a spoiler on Innistrad. Mikaeus is a 0/0 with a casting cost of X in white. Comes into the field with X +1/+1 counters on it. Tap to put a +1/+1 counter on it. Tap to remove a +1/+1 counter and put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Mikaeus just sits there and begs to be used in a proliferate deck. I don't know. It's gonna be a nasty card when it comes out for drafting, but other than that, I don't know if it's gonna see a lot of constructed play or not. That remains to be seen. But depends upon what else we're gonna see in Innistrad. I'm suspecting that White Weenie's gonna make itself a presence. Hey, look, Coco, or Chow, however you want to pronounce him, Lord of Wee. He's another Portal 3 Kingdoms dude. First time appearing in Black Border. He's a 3/3. Tap, opponent discards 2 cards. And they only activate during your pre-combat main phase. Will activate only on your turn before attackers are declared. So there are actually weird funk up ways you can do it as well. He's alright. He's actually worth it, I think. Well, I don't think worth it, but he actually has a right to be in the set, in my opinion. Captain Sisay. We're going back to Invasion for block for Captain Sisay. So that's pretty old by most people's standards. I mean, Captain Sisay, unfortunately, is not all that spectacular. She just tutors for legendary stuff. Duran the Siege Tower. He's not a bad card at all, but Lorwyn, really? I mean, you're talking about, why is it that so much of the stuff in here is like less than 4 years old? Kiki Jiki? Okay, now we're going back to Fudged Snuts. Kamigawa. There we go. It's brain fart on the name of the block. We're going back to Kamigawa block. That was a while ago now. All right, when you're approaching when you go as far back as like Kamigawa block, you're looking at 6-7 years now. All right, I can understand that, but seriously, call me crazy if you want, but I think, I mean, it's a nice set. Don't get me wrong. But I am really disappointed by how recent most of the cards in it are. Not all, most, But, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I mean, I don't expect this to be anywhere near as funky as the other From the Vaults. I mean, I missed out on From the Vault's Relics. I didn't even From the Vault's Exile. Relics, I've only seen one hanging around once, and Exiled. I didn't know about Exiled until I got back from deployment, and I'll be perfectly honest. Exiled, I would have been happy. I would have been just happy if he. Excuse me a second. I'm trying to get this thing back in to its box. I would have been happy as the proverbial pig in poop, just to get the new illustration for Balance. You know, because Balance is a really fun card. A lot of people don't agree with me on that one, but I think Balance is a fun card. So anyways, there's that. I'm willing to bet no one was really expecting me to bust that one out, you know. But tomorrow I should, I'll start work on getting these guys all divided up. And oh, by the way, yeah, it appears that I have only 2 cards from 9th edition and nothing from 8th. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'll tell you something right now. If I went into Magic Online, no word if I have bunches of this stuff there. Oh well. I think I'm gonna like put some of the stuff back into boxes later, and we'll try to maintain some kind of their sorted integrity. You know what I'm saying? No, don't mix those up again. I took too long to fish them out. Alrighty. Be good, fellas.